Welcome back to another video, everyone. It's Asmodisioni. Today we're going to be talking about JJK and specifically the Culling games. I'm going to be explaining the rules to you as simplified as possible. Alright, let's get into the video. So let's set the scene first. What is the Culling game? The Culling game is a giant deadly jujutsu ritual that happens across Japan. It forces people with cursed energy to fight inside barrier zones called colonies. And to keep this as spoiler free as possible, I will only say the purpose of the game is to generate massive amounts of cursed energy. Okay, let's talk about mandatory entry. If you awaken a cursed technique or are forced into the game, you have within 19 days to join a colony. Failure to do so will result in loss of cursed technique or death. There's no opting out. Upon entering a colony, you instantly become a registered player. But you might be wondering, Asmo, what if I'm not a player and I'm just in the area? Now, if you're not a player and you're in a colony and you also didn't awaken a cursed technique, you can leave freely. You do not have to stay there. But a player, on the other hand, they cannot leave the Culling game. Once they are there, they're stuck there. Alright, let's talk about the colonies. Basically, the area the game takes place in is split into multiple sections which make up the colonies. Each colony has its own players and tracks points separately. What happens in one colony doesn't automatically affect another colony. Now let's talk about the point system. You gain points by killing other players. If you kill a sorcerer, you gain 5 points. If you kill a non-sorcerer, you gain 1 point. The points are absolute. You cannot fake them and you cannot steal them. Adding on to that, every player's score is visible through the game system. Now you might be wondering, why don't I just hide? If there's going to be people hunting for me, why don't I just hide, or why don't I be a pacifist? This is where it comes into one of the more deadly rules. There is a penalty for inaction. If your point total does not change within 19 days, you will either lose your cursed technique or die. As simple as that. That means hiding forever is impossible, and that everyone is forced to fight eventually. Now finally, there is additional rules that can be added to the game, but it does cost 100 points, so you're gonna have to go crazy in there. Any player who gains 100 points can propose a new rule, and the game master, Kenjaku, must accept the rule unless it completely breaks the Culling game. This is how players can create loopholes, help allies, or manipulate the game instead of killing non-stop. Before I go, I did forget to mention one important thing. The game master can't ignore the rules either once they're set. That's how intense the rules are. That's because the game was created through barriers and binding vows, so failing to follow the rules is very deadly. Alrighty, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I tried my best to simplify the Culling games as much as possible. I hope it made sense. If not, let me know in the comments and I'll try and explain it a little bit more. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed and I'll see you on the next one. Alrighty, peace.